Today, we are going to learn about the Pythagorean Theorem. This theorem helps us find the missing side of a right triangle. But first, we need to meet Pythagoras. Before we learn the Pythagorean Theorem, let's meet the person it is named after. Pythagoras was a Greek mathematician and philosopher who lived more than 2,500 years in ancient Greek. He was very interested in numbers, patterns, and how mathematics could explain the world around him. The Pythagorean Theorem is named after him because he and his followers studied the relationship between the sides of a right triangle. Although historians believe that ancient civilizations such as Babylonians and Egyptians knew about the relationship before Pythagoras, he is credited with helping to explain and organize the mathematical idea. Today, the Pythagorean Theorem is still one of the most important concepts in geometry. Students around the world learn about it because it helps solve real-world problems, including distance, construction, engineering, architect, and even video game designs. Now that we know a little bit about Pythagoras, let's look at about the theorem that made him famous and learn how to use it. But before we do that, we need to learn how to identify a right triangle. The side opposite of the 90-degree angle in a right triangle is always the hypotenuse, and it is always the longest side. The other two sides of the triangle are called legs. So now that we know how to identify a right triangle, let's talk about the formula. This formula tells us that if we square the lengths of the two legs and add them together, we get the square of the hypotenuse. We will then take the square root to find the missing side. Let's solve this problem together. We know that A is 3, B is 4, but we don't know what C or the hypotenuse is. So first we would square each leg. 3 squared is 9, and 4 squared is 16. We will then add them together, and that gives us a total of 25. Since we are looking for the side length, we will take the square root of 25, and that gives us 5. So we know now that C, or the hypotenuse, equals 5. The Pythagorean Theorem is more than just a formula. People use it every day to measure distances, build structures, create maps, and even design video games. Remember, it only works with right triangles, and it's also used to help us find a missing side of a right triangle.